All right, guys, this is the last video in the first look series of the Fantic XE300. This is a 2025. If you haven't watched the other videos, make sure you go back and check them out. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing the deepest dive into this motorcycle. And this first four videos is a pretty darn deep dive into it as a first look. This video, guys, we actually ride the thing just out on the pavement, up and down, but we get sheetsy poo on the bike. I'm on the bike. Spoiler alert, it's pretty freaking good. So here we go. Alright guys, I'll tell you right now, definitely vibrates more than my KTM. Not as bad as you would think. I actually don't think it's really any worse than the Beta. Certain map 1. Pretty warm. Oh, hell yeah. I think this definitely vibrates less than the Beta. Definitely more than the KTM. Try map 2 now. Ah, there we go. Now we're getting 3, 4, we're getting it. 6, 7, 8, 9. And high traction control. Go to 0. Turn it on. Okay, now it's on. It's on 1. Okay, figured it out. We'll go over that in a little bit. Turn it back off. Sheetsy Peru! Put your helmet on! Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make Zach ride it now. Yeah, guys, I'm stoked. I got big plans too. There's some secret stuff coming. Can't talk about yet, but I will soon. You guys are gonna be stoked about parts for this thing that are gonna be rad. So, Sheetsy rides a 24-300 XCW, if you guys don't know. So, this will be a good test. Yeah, dude. New bikes are always good, but I think this thing is gonna scratch an itch for people. Like big time scratching an itch. That is, at least on the pavement, everything I hoped it would be. Everything I hoped it would be. Hell yeah. So cool.
Tires are slick.
Yeah, the tires are a little slippery. They, you grass it and it doesn't go up, it spins. And it's also got probably 1,000 pounds in it. I mean, it's got, yeah. I bet that's got 40 pounds in it. Same with the front. So don't cram the front brake on either. All right, you gotta go through the rocks. Yeah, tires super slippery. Suspension feels pretty stiff like when I went through it, but those tires are all absolutely horrible. So, initial impressions?
That's fast.
Yeah, it's super fast. What do you think about vibration?
I didn't notice any. So.
Really nice. That's good. That's coming from a 24-300, guys. I can tell it's definitely more than the KTM, but it's not bad at all. It's way better than I thought it was going to be.
Leaned over a bit, turning around, and gave it a little too much.
Oh, guys, it's a pretty special moment for me. I've been dreaming about using this YouTube channel to do cool stuff, and I think I have done some cool stuff. Let me know what you think about all our other videos. I feel like I've done some cool stuff, but this is the first real leverage that I've done, and I'm pretty freaking excited about it. Yeah! There we go. We're going to shut this video down. This is a #1 video of the Fantic 300 series. Well, actually, the first video is the talking about how I got it. By the way, guys, I will put emails of the people to talk to if you want to buy one. I'm telling you right now, initial impressions are that you should buy one. It's pretty freaking incredible. Yeah, and looks like it's already pulling oil because it's turned red now, so you can feel good about that. I will start just putting straight gas in it from here on out. You know, and then guys, let's walk around it again one more time. Let's talk about this thing before we shut this thing down. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Tell your friends there is an XE300 Fantic in this country now. And the guy at Highland Cycles in Montrose, Colorado is the dude with it. So, came with that terrible pipe. Comes with a nice pipe. Pipe power feels good right now. I don't know, I haven't had it in the dirt, but it feels good. Front end, all YZ. Triple clamps, forks, wheel, lugs. It does have this wheel speed sensor, which I don't think that is how the WRs work. I think that's over on that side, so that's their own deal. That's pretty cool. Headlight seems good for now. Again, lots of testing left to do to that. Guys, let's look at the cylinder and the cases. Very, very different in some ways and very, very similar. So this power valve vent, definitely just like the YZ style, comes down. We've routed that in here. Power valve actuator, obviously electronic. Looks underneath here, I'm not going to take it off in this video, but underneath here it looks just like the KTM one. I mean, just like a KTM one. Crankcase pressure sensor seems legit. It's got a nice solid mooring, seems good. Fuel tank connection is good. It's not my favorite, honestly, but it seems okay. I don't think it's going to get hit by too much. It could definitely break, but this is aluminum, this is plastic. I don't know. Let's see if we can do it by hand. Oh yeah, okay. So I retract my statement about that sucking. That's not bad. Still, the whatever. It works. Got our cold start here, just like an old school TPI, but it is throttle body injection, guys. We got a throttle position sensor here. We've got 2 injectors. One up there. I don't know. Maybe it's only 1 injector. It talked about being 2. Maybe the 4-stroke is the 2 injector. It might just be 1, because I'm only seeing 1 going into that throttle body, unless there's something else hiding somewhere. But I'm gonna call it a 1 injector system, not 2. So that's misinformation by me. Sorry about that. Airbox is good. Use the old school KTM air filter. I like that. Pretty sure the subframe is YZ. It's just all covered in plastic. That is definitely YZ. So I'm hoping that if I smoke this or I want a spark rusted one, I can get one, a Yamaha one would work. We're going 1450 gearing right now, guys. Does have an O-ring chain, or actually looks like an X-ring chain. Swing arms, obviously classic YZ250 swing arm. Excel Takasago rims, some of the best in the business, guys. The hubs are cast, they are not billet and all machined. I don't really care, but you know, it doesn't look quite as cool as the KTM ones, but just as good, I'm sure. Nissan brakes, front and rear, normal cheesy disc guard. We're talking to Bulletproof Designs. They are sending me YZ radiator guards, front and rear disc guard, and swing arm brace bracket for that chain guide, so that doesn't break. All right, YZ brake pedal. Comes stock with brake light switches, rear and front. This, we have not taken this off, but stick around. We will get in there. We'll take that off and see what kind of clutch it's got in there, whether it's a diaphragm damper spring or if it's the old school YZ. I don't know yet. Cylinder head, guys, is definitely their own. Cylinder is their own as far as porting and all that, but it is YZ-like because it has induction into the cylinder instead of the casing. Power valve, actuated obviously by the electronically, but it looks like it's probably got the same style guillotine and everything. Again, we'll dig into that eventually. Spall fan, never checked that out. I might actually check that out, make sure it works. Let's see. Radiators, just talked to Bud from Bulletproof Designs. He says these look just like YZ radiators. Probably not the 250, it's probably the 4-stroke radiators, but they look just like them. So he's sending guards for that. Mudguard, nice. Headlight, again, good. Nissan front brake is good. Here's this thing. I'm gonna get rid of that so I don't tear it off. Obviously, we're working on hand guards. We're gonna go, guys, skid plate and hand guards from Seahorn Extreme slide plates. We've got moose balls to put on this thing, or in this thing, you know, moose balls in the tires. We're gonna probably try running these tires this weekend. By the way, stick around. There will be a video of this thing very, very soon. My kids riding it. I won't be riding it because of this, but I'm gonna get my kids out back to back with their YZs and kind of check it all out. Really nice skid plate that it came with, guys. I like that. But we are going with the Seahorn Extreme slide plate because it'll be better and bigger and more burly, and the hand guards will be nice. I'm not even going to bother putting these are whatever. We're not putting those on there. YZ kickstand, YZ foot pegs. It's got the 4-stroke foot pegs. Maybe these are on the new 2-strokes too, but it's got the big wide titanium foot pegs. Actually, this piece right here is pretty nice. This is a chain guard, whatever. It's got a metal piece in there to keep it out of the cases. This is a little sketchy with the slave cylinder right there. It could definitely get taken out, but whatever. I think it's protected. It's got some metal in there, maybe, I don't know, but this actually comes back to here, and it's actually pretty nice. It's, you know, feels pretty stout. We figured out the map switch, guys. You have to, I'll make a whole video about that, but I figured it out. It's working just fine. It's just not what the instructions said. The instructions told me a different thing, but they are for a 24. This is a 25, so they must have changed that. Bike feels narrow, but not too narrow. It also is really fast. Both Zach and I think this thing is crazy fast. I'm happy about that. It feels like it's got good low end. Again, we are a long way from being able to really say anything about that, but it feels good, really good. Super smooth. You heard Zach say he didn't even notice the vibration. Yeah, guys, I'm stoked. This is rad. Oh, I cannot wait to get out on this thing and get some real miles on it. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Stick around. We're doing tons of Fantic content on this thing. We're gonna blow up the internet, so let's do it. All right, guys, that's it. That is the final video in the first look series. There were 4 videos. If you haven't seen them all, please go check them out. Guys, I'm really, really, really excited about this motorcycle. We have a lot. There is a lot to be seen. We don't know how this thing's going to hold up. We don't know how the electronics are going to be. We don't know how the mapping is going to really be in the real world. We don't know really anything yet. This thing could be a massive turd, but the way it's running right now, the way I feel like it is, and the fact that I know I like this chassis a lot, I'm pretty freaking excited about it. So make sure you subscribe. Use the links in the description and all that good stuff. I'm not going to make this an ad. We will see you guys on the next one.